Hey guys, so the assignment I'm going to be talking about today will be due on April 2nd. I'll be doing 2 examples with you. You'll have a couple to do on your own. We are going to be talking about adding and subtracting radicals. So last notes we worked on simplifying the radicals. Now we're taking it a step farther and we're actually adding and subtracting them. Okay, so 2 examples, let's get right into it. Okay, number 1. We see that we have a radical expression here with addition signs in the middle. So the first thing we need to do, in fact, let's write down these steps. I'll come over here on your paper and write them down. The first thing we need to do, simplify any radicals if possible. Okay, some of them might already be simplified. Okay, so let's go over back here, see if there are any that can be simplified. Okay, the first one I'm going to look at is this 6. The only way I can simplify 6 is a 2 and a 3. Okay, 2 and a 3 can't be broken up and they can't pair up with anything. So that actually cannot be simplified. That stays 3 root 6. Okay, so I'm actually going to rewrite that down here. 3 root 6 stays 3 root 6. Okay, let's look at our next term. Root 54. Okay, this one I know can be simplified. We know that 54 is an even number, so we can divide it by 2. We'd get 27. Okay, 27, I know I can take 3 times 9. So I have 3 numbers right now, 2 times 3 times 9. Nothing can pair up quite yet, but 9 I know can be divided to a 3 and a 3. So one pair of 3's can pair up and leave my radical. So now here's what happens. This 3 comes out and multiplies by this 2. This becomes 3 times 2. That becomes a positive 6 in front. And since the 2 and the 3 had to be left inside, just like that 2 and 3, that becomes root 6 as well. Okay, let's look at our next term. Root 6 again, we know cannot be simplified. So again, that stays plus 2 root 6. Okay, so we simplified what we could, and now let's write our second step to adding and subtracting radicals. Our next step is going to be combine like terms. Okay, so we simplified our radicals if we could. Some of them were already simplified. Now we need to combine like terms. So let's look back at our new expression. In order for it to be a like term, it has to be the same radical. We can see that all of these guys are. We are dealing with root 6, and root 6. Okay? So now we just have to look at the numbers in front. 3 plus 6 plus 2. Okay, so we have 3 plus 6 plus 2. 3 plus 6, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. And then we just add our root 6 on the end. And that is our answer. Sorry you guys couldn't quite see that. 3 plus 6 plus 2 gives me that 11. Then we just take our root 6, put it on the end. Okay, they were all like terms. We could combine all of them. Okay, awesome. Let's do number 2. We're going to follow our same steps. First one, simplify any radicals if we can, and then we'll see if we can combine like terms. Okay, so number 2, let's look at our first term. We have 20. 20 I know can be divided by 2. 2 times 10. 10 is 2 times 5. Okay, I automatically see the pair of 2's can come out. They multiply by that 2, making it 4 root 5 had to stay in. Okay, so that 2 root 20 actually turned into a 4 root 5. Okay? Next term, root 5. The only 2 factors of 5 are 1 and 5, so that one is as simplified as it'll go. Let's just bring it down. Plus 2 root 5. You can already start to see that these are like terms, but let's finish simplifying first. Okay? 24 can be divided by 2. That will be a 12. 2 times 12. 12. 2 times 6. Automatically a pair of 2's. Okay, multiplies. And we know from our last problem that 2 or 6 can only be divided by 2 and 3. Those cannot pair up, so that stays a 6. So now what we have is 2 times 3 plus 6 root 6 had to stay in. Perfect. So we simplified everything that we could. Now we need to combine like terms. Okay? So let's look at them. We need to find the ones that have the same radical. I have a root 5, and a root 6. The only two that I can combine are these two. Okay? So now I take the ones in front. 4 plus 2 is going to give me 6 root 5s. And the root 6 cannot be combined with anything, so that stays 6 root 6. And that is our simplified answer. Okay, it's okay that we have two terms, right? 5 and 6 cannot be combined. Okay, they are as simplified as they'll go. Okay, awesome. So make sure you do those examples, submit it on Canvas or on WhoopMath. Okay?